What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, KD Scented, where we talk about fragrances because we love it. Before we get started, I really appreciate it if y'all go ahead and hit the subscribe button so that way you're notified whenever I make new videos and it helps the channel grow. So let's get right to it. So in today's video, I have 10 fragrances that I'm definitely going to be rocking this spring. Yes, springtime is finally here. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready for some nice warm weather and I'm ready to rock some nice fragrances to go along with it. So let's get started. Here's my 10. They're in no particular order, but these are just out of my collection that I feel like I'm going to rock and rock with confidence. So let's get started with Cremos, Silver Water, and Birch. Now, I did a video on the Cremo brand not too long ago, and this particular fragrance was featured in it. Now, this one is compared to Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Now, I haven't yet smelled Silver Mountain Water, but a lot of reviewers and people that have smelled both of these say they're quite similar. So with this one, you get a really nice, fresh, watery type of smell. It reminds you of walking in the mountains or something like that, and like a river stream. So it just kind of takes you to that, and it really is springtime appropriate. This one is very fresh, and it has pretty good performance for a a fresher type of scent. So and one of the best things about this is you can pick this up for around $20. So again, this one is called Cremo, Silver Water, and Birch. So we're going to go with another cheapie here. It's called Nuit by Armaf. So this one here is compared to another Creed fragrance, which is Green Iris Tweed. And this one here is really, really nice. Oh yeah. So you definitely get a hint of iris in this. It just reminds you of like a nice spring day. You get the greenness and you get the floral. And it just smells really, really damn pleasant. So this one you can pick up, around $20-$25 off of discounters. And again, it smells really, really close to Creed's Green Iris Tweed. So if you don't feel like spending $300 plus on a fragrance, then I would definitely go with this one here. It smells really good, and you'll definitely be impressed. So again, this is Nuit by Armaf. Alright, so my next one to talk about is Burberry Touch. So let's give this one a spray here. So this one has been around for many years, probably at least 20 years or more. So this one is known for its muskiness, but you also get some green notes as well, which ties in well to the spring theme. So basically, when you think of a spring fragrance, well, at least in my opinion, I think you should go for something green, kind of leafy, but then also something florally. which is going to tie into a majority of my scents here. And then also just something that's pretty nice and fresh, something that's going to brighten up your day, something that's going to get you ready, to bring in the summertime. But first, we're going to enjoy spring, and we're going to enjoy these springtime scents. So, yeah, with this one here, and you can pick this one up on discounters as well for, I believe, less than about $30. Or you can also usually find these in rack stores like your Ross, Burlington, Marshalls. So, just keep your eyes open and pick this one up. It's definitely a great deal, and I think that it will work well with your spring wardrobe. So again, this is Burberry Touch. All right. So next up we have two from the Mont Blanc house. So first we're going to go with Mont Blanc Legend. So if you've ever smelled Abercrombie and Fitch's Fierce, then you would smell this and think that it's very, very close. So with this one here, it's very, very fruity and sweet on the top. And it just smells very pleasant. You're gonna get like an ambery dry down to this one, and I just feel like it's light enough to wear in the springtime, as you can potentially have some warmer days, but then also it works well on your cooler spring days as well, with that initial fruitiness and sweetness on this one here. The only drawback to this fragrance is the longevity isn't quite there. I usually get no more than about 5 hours on the skin, but however, this fragrance isn't really expensive. So if you get this one off discounters, then you can probably pick this one up for about, around the $30-$40 range. So again, this is Mont Blanc Legend. And our next one from the Mont Blanc house we're going to discuss is Mont Blanc Explorer. So it's funny now that I'm thinking about it, a lot of my scents that I picked out are similar to a lot of scents made by the House of Creed. And of course, this one here is similar to Creed's Aventus. Now, Creed Aventus is one of the most popular men's fragrances out there, but it's usually north of $300 a bottle, even $400 or $500 depending on where you get it from. So not a lot of people are willing to spend that much money on a fragrance, and trust me, I don't blame you. But if you want that scent profile, which is citrusy on the top, then it dries down to a smoky, woody, ambery type of scent profile, then this is a great one to go with. And let me tell you, this one is just one of my favorite fragrances in my whole collection, period. It gets you a lot of compliments. As a matter of fact, I wore this one today to work, to my first day back in the office, and I got some pretty nice compliments on how I smelled. And this is what I was wearing. So again, you're going to get like citrus on the top, and then you're going to get a smoky, woody, ambery dry down. And again, this one here is just smells so nice, and not only springtime appropriate, but you can wear this any time of year. So this will probably make my list for summer. This will make my list for fall and in the winter too, because I just think that much of it. Again, this one here is Mont Blanc Explorer. And by the way, you can pick this up pretty cheap on discounter sites as well. probably around the $40-$50 range. Let's keep it moving. All right, so the next one I'm going to talk about here is YSLY, the Eau de Toilette version by Yves Saint Laurent. So this one here, is a blue fragrance. And again, a blue fragrance is one that's meant to be worn all year round in any type of situation. Usually opens up pretty fresh, citrusy, and it dries down, pretty ambery and, like woody. So, and that's what this one does here. Except out of like most of your blue fragrances, this one is probably one of the freshest ones that I could think of. So it doesn't really go too far into the ambery on the dry down, but with this one here, you just get mostly the freshness from it. You get some like airy notes. You get some green notes as well. And this one just smells pleasant. It's not going to offend anyone, so you can wear this like to work, to the office, or anytime you're going to be in close quarters with someone and you're afraid of, potentially offending someone with your scent. So if you just want to wear something that smells good and be pretty safe about it, then this YSLY is a great option to go with. All right, so we are wrapping up here. So my next one I'm going to talk about is Vetiver by Commodity. So Commodity is an independent fragrance brand that came out, a few years ago and was doing pretty well for themselves. And then all of a sudden the company shut down. And then let's just say a person with a lot of money decided to, hey, let's bring this brand back, and now they're making fragrances again. They've rebranded themselves a bit, but this is one of their original scents. Again, it's Commodity Vetiver. So in the name, you're definitely going to get a nice, fresh vetiver note. But then as well, it also opens up with a blackberry note, so it's going to be pretty sweet on the top. The opening may not be for everyone because it's going to be kind of a medicinal, syrupy, sweet type of opening. But trust me, give this one a chance, because once it dries down, it's just nice and fresh. I think this is a great manly springtime sort of scent, even though it's unisex. So this one is made for the ladies as well, but I think it leans more masculine because of that vetiver, and it's just works well in a situation where maybe you're dressed a little bit up, maybe going to like a springtime affair, wedding, maybe something like that, where you're wearing a suit or just like a button-up shirt and a nice pair of jeans and loafers. So that's just kind of what I picture this fragrance vibing with. So again, just check out their site, Commodity Fragrances. They got some pretty good stuff on there. But again, like, this is the only one I currently own at the moment, and I think it's really, really appropriate for the springtime. So again, this one is called Vetiver by Commodity. So I believe we are down to our last two. So the next one here, I'm sorry, we're down to our last three. So the next two I'm going to talk about are blasts from the past. We're going to take one to the 80s, and then we're going to take one from the 90s. Let's start with the 80s, decade I was born in. So we have Dracar Noir. Oh yeah. So a lot of you are going to say, yeah, I don't know about that because I smell like my uncle or my pops or grandpops, something like that. But nevertheless, this stuff is just this stuff is great. It's very gentlemanly, in my opinion, because you're gonna get that nice fougere, that nice barbershop type scent. So you're gonna get, that lavender. You're gonna get that oak moss. This one has like a million notes in it, so I couldn't even begin to go over them all. But yeah, if you just want like a nice throwback vibe, but still, wear something like fresh, spicy, then this is definitely one you wanna rock. It's called Dracar Noir. All right. And then our 90s scent of the day that I think goes great in the springtime is Le Mall, the original Le Mall by Jean-Paul Gaultier. So again, this one takes that aromatic fougere that was so popular in the 70s and 80s, and they updated it for the 90s. A little bit softer than those super masculine scents from the 70s and 80s. But you still get that lavender. You put some vanilla in this to give this some sweetness, and it's just an all-time classic, man. And I think wearing this in the springtime just works, because summertime, I think this will come off a little bit too cloying, a little bit too sticky and sweet then, but I think springtime is just the right time to wear this. So again, this is a classic. This is the original Le Mall by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And then finally, on our list, we have one of my favorites, Acqua di Gio Profumo in the black bottle. So, Acqua di Gio, the original, is the highest selling men's fragrance of all time as of now. What they did with this one here is they took that original DNA, that sea notes, that fresh aquatic scent, and they darkened it up, added patchouli and incense. This is your quintessential scent that you can wear just about any time of year. But I think springtime works because you never know what you're going to get with the weather. It could be cooler or it could be warm. And this one works in both situations. Now, this thing here, you're going to pay a little bit more for it than most of the ones on my list here. But still nothing too crazy. You can probably pick up a smaller bottle for around the $80, $90 price range, and the bigger ones, plus $100. But yeah, let me tell you, man, like you can wear this casual, or you can wear this one dressed up. I think it works in both situations. You can wear this in the daytime to the office, or you wear this at night to an event or a date. It's just one of those fragrances that just works well, and it's going to garner you many compliments. Acqua di Gio did their thing with this one here. So if you want to spend a little bit more coin, but get yourself just something a little bit up there in the quality, then grab this one. This one is totally worth it. Again, it's Acqua di Gio Profumo. So, all right, that wraps up my list of my 10 spring fragrances that I will be rocking this spring season. So again, thank you for checking out my video, and please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button, or comment and let me know what you think, and let me know what you'll be wearing this spring. All right, peace, be blessed, and I'm out.